And Josh, we here from our Cartoon Rec 2, new Simpsons review. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And this is another good episode. So the episode starts with Homer and them at this memories kind of thing of the Springfield Mall with these Indians like things, which everybody's not cheering them on. And of course, they go to this machine like kind of place, and Marge's saying that Homer's hurting her arm. And you see these cool things. And she mentions something about whoever would purchase anything here is pretty much a funny statement. And yeah, pretty much Homer's like the world's best jacket. And he says if only he can purchase it. Yeah, the guy from the comic book store tries to return these belt, but of course he doesn't have the receipt, so he can't exchange it. So Bart buys it from him, and he starts showing his friends, and even they have turn signals. Then the bullies start coming, and they want to exchange belts, which his is only which they start to try to attack him, and he turns left of what it looks, but no, he turns right. He thinks he stopped them, but no. He starts getting beaten up anyway. And Homer's like, hey boy, looking good. Wait a minute. He's wondering why he's like that and where's his belt. And then he's like, they took it from him after beating him. And he's like, you gotta yell at every kind of parent. Which, he starts trying to get his belt back from their parents. And they pretty much start beating him. And Mo pretty much tries to drive him away with his gun. And pretty much telling him that he's impressed with Homer. And talks things about boxing. And after some convincing and some talk, Homer decides to be a boxer. And Mo will be helping him. Which they go to Mo's office, which is the ladies' room. And Mo says that no women have been going to his bar since years and years. So he just turned the ladies' room into his office. But he used to be a boxer himself. That Homer sees, and he sees his old manager. And of course, talks about why he doesn't do boxing anymore. And of course, Marge not happy with Homer. And they're having to see if he is able to do boxing. Which, the doctor says that he's able to do boxing. Which Marge is still not happy with. And pretty much saying that he could hit him with that piece of wood, but he's not going to. Which, pretty much Mo is now beginning to train him. And he's already worn out. And they start training hard. And pretty much Barney is wondering why they never had him in a ring, and it causes brain damage, which, he starts drinking this stuff. And the ring is all set, and Homer's getting ready to box, which, Mo lends him Mo's old boxing. And, there's a barbed wire on it, because he tells Homer to just let him keep punching you, and then when he's all worn out, just go for the finishing blow. Which, he very much just starts taking all the hits, and his friends are pretty much impressed. He's still punching him until he's worn out, and then Homer just knocks him out, and he wins. And we see a montage of him constantly winning up to first place. And of course, Moe seeing his old manager, wondering what he's doing there, and pretty much now being with this, training this champion that Homer's going to be going up against. And they make this little deal with 3 matches. And yeah, pretty much make this deal. And Moe's starting to worry pretty much. Which he tells Homer if he would like to be a champion. And he's having to fight this undefeatable champion. So he gets this, of course, pass. And yeah, the boxer is pretty much telling everybody to keep it down in the prison. And they answer questions before he gets released. And he mentions that he sees Homer not as a very bad person and he respects him. But yeah, they pretty much leave the prison. And Marge is wondering why the paper says Homer. Which yeah, Homer didn't tell Marge about this until now. And yeah, Marge is obviously not surprised and saying that he could get killed in this. And Lisa trying to talk too, but yeah, they just throw the paper out. And they see that on the TV that the kids are just Grandpa Simpson, Maggie, and Homer, or Bart watching the commercial for the match. And they're all getting ready. Moe's just pacing back and forth, and Marge tells Moe that he can't let Homer do this, and he could die and be seriously injured. He's got to do something. Which, yeah, he pretty much throws the rag into the trash can, and of course the announcer is announcing, and Krusty gets his piece of his hair just cut off. And yeah, Moe's saying that there's a good chance that he could beat him, and there could be a good chance that he can't. And Homer pretty much dreaming of him winning, which they announced the wrestlers and Homer. Which obviously he's still like, okay, yeah, 3 rounds, of course. Which, yeah, it is time for them to wrestle. Which, yeah, Homer just being beaten up, and they're like, oh no. After they realize, yeah, Homer's beaten, and Marge obviously cannot be able to see. Homer is just being beaten here. And there's only 6 seconds in, and he's just being beaten. And they're trying to do the finishing blow eventually, which Marge is telling him to fight back. And he's having to fight back, which he tries to, but misses and gets hit in the head now. And yeah, Moe and Grandpa Simpson trying to tell him that they still got lots more seconds and he can't look. And that he just runs. And everybody starts trying to finish him, even Mr. Burns and Smithers. And Marge telling him to somebody stop it and call a doctor. Which, yeah, the doctor is pretty much wanting him to finish Homer. Which, right before he can finish, Moe comes and pretty much saves Homer. Which, yeah, the wrestlers, again, having no chances, no offense with Homer, and pretty much gets told to get into the car. I'm pretty much saying that he's disappointed in Moe, but he still gives him the check. And Marge is lucky that he's all right. And yeah, Bart says that he lost his tooth, but he says it's not his, which Marge thanks him for doing it, which saving him, and he says it was nothing, which he pretty much then flies away to who knows where. And of course, the guy that had the thing that Mo took is pretty much telling him to get it back. Yeah, that'll conclude this episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure all notifications turned on so you miss anything new, and let me know what y'all think. Catch you on next.